What was the spirituality like? So you had Christian doctrine, and then how often did you go to Mass? What did you do during different Advent, Lent, things like that to celebrate your faith?
You know, I don't remember
hardly any, yeah,
to Mass a lot. Those special feast days we did. But I can't remember that we had like weekly or monthly Mass. We certainly had religion. We memorized scripture. We not only had a Christian doctrine class, but in that first torture class, thank you, I think we frequently started out reciting the scripture that we were told to memorize.
We did.
Well, during Lent and Advent, the thing that I remember is when we went to the refectory there and ate lunch, it was silence, and one of the nuns was at a podium reading to us from some Lives of the Saints. Sister Josepha, does anybody else remember Sister Josepha?
Oh, yes.
And they would read those lives and the history of different religions of the Sacred Heart. And we ate in silence during Lent and Advent.
And we did a lot of praying for for Philippine Duchesne to get her sainthood.
Yes, we did that.
Big time.
Yes.
And especially when somebody who came into our class, Anita Hislop, had been in an accident the year she was to start here, and for that year she missed out and ended up then in our class. But we prayed to Philippine Duchesne for a miracle, and they used to, I'm not really up on, but anyway, they would call them first class, everything was just super and all done, and then they had second class. She had a second class miracle, and a bone being replaced in her arm. And but I know Philippine did make it. I mean, she's a saint, didn't she? So, but we prayed that we did a lot of praying that sophomore year. And then Anita joined us our junior year, and we all thought a saint was going to be walking down the hall because of what she had gone through. And she was not, no. She loved to visit. Nita was a visitor, just such a chatterbox. And I know it, you know, because you couldn't ignore it. I mean, she just, and there were so many that wanted to visit with her, you know. So anyway, but it was she entered the religious in her junior year of college from here, and became a religious of the Sacred Heart. And I think that her year in San Francisco, where the nuns saw to it, the nuns from the school there, saw to it that she had company every single day. Students or a teacher, somebody was with her, because Grace had to come back home to be with, you know, she had 5 other children here in Omaha, couldn't leave, but they left her there in a cast, like from her neck to her, almost to her knees. And I thought of that. I often think of that bonding of the Sacred Heart and the girls, and she made good friends. I mean, they were, you know, yeah, it was a deal.